Have you ever wondered about the dynasties that ruled over the enchanting lands of Nepal, a nation that was never colonized by the British Empire? Today, we delve into the captivating story of the Shah Dynasty. Nestled in the cradle of the Himalayas, the Shahs etched their legacy on the face of Nepal, shaping its history and culture. The dynasty's origins date back to the mid-18th century, and its influence permeated the country's socio-political fabric for nearly 2.5 centuries. This video will take you through a fascinating journey, exploring the rise of the Shahs, their governance under the Rana rule, the unique position Nepal held amidst the British Raj, and the cultural and political developments that took place during their reign. We will also shed light on the lasting influence of the Shah Dynasty. Join us on this historical journey as we explore the rise, rule, and fall of the Shah Dynasty. The Shah Dynasty's rise to power in Nepal is a story of strategic alliances, warfare, and ambitious rulers. Our tale begins in the mid-18th century with Prithvi Narayan Shah, the then king of the small kingdom of Gorkha. Prithvi Narayan Shah had a vision to unite the fragmented kingdoms of the Himalayas into a single, powerful entity. A vision of a Nepal under one rule, his rule. To achieve this, Shah didn't just rely on brute force. Instead, he employed a combination of military strategy, diplomacy, and alliances. He understood the importance of unity in diversity and leveraged the cultural and ethnic differences of the various kingdoms to his advantage. Shah's military conquests began with the neighboring kingdoms. Slowly but steadily, his empire expanded, covering a larger geographical area. The key to his success was his strategic approach to warfare. He believed in capturing strategic points, like fortresses and trade routes, to control the kingdoms rather than outright invasion. But it wasn't all about war. Prithvi Narayan Shah was also a skilled diplomat. He forged alliances with powerful families and tribes, binding them to his cause. He used marriage as a tool to secure these alliances, marrying the daughters of influential rulers. It's also important to remember that Shah's rule wasn't just about expansion. He took significant steps to consolidate his power, establishing administrative and judicial systems. He promoted trade and economic development, understanding that a prosperous kingdom is a stable kingdom. The culmination of Shah's vision came in the late 18th century with the unification of Nepal. The numerous small kingdoms were now a single entity under the rule of the Shah dynasty. The Shahs, with their strategic prowess and ambition, had laid the foundations of a unified Nepal. The rise of the Shah dynasty is a testament to the power of vision, strategy, and ambition. It's a story of a dynasty that, through its military might and diplomatic finesse, shaped the destiny of a nation. While the British Raj was extending its rule over the Indian subcontinent, Nepal retained its independence. How did this happen? This question brings us to an intriguing chapter in Nepal's history. In the early 19th century, the British were keen on expanding their control over the Indian subcontinent. However, Nepal, under the Shah dynasty, was a tough nut to crack. The Anglo-Nepalese War, which took place between 1814 and 1816, was a testament to the resilience of the Nepalese. Despite facing the mighty British forces, they managed to hold their ground, forcing the British to reconsider their strategies. This led to the Treaty of Sugauli in 1816, where both parties found an opportunity to establish peace. The treaty was a turning point. It delimited the boundaries of Nepal, but more importantly, it cemented Nepal's sovereignty. The British recognized Nepal as an independent nation, unlike many other regions of the Indian subcontinent. It's fascinating to note that Nepal's relationship with the British Raj wasn't one of mere survival. It was a relationship of mutual respect and strategic partnerships. The British valued the martial prowess of the Gurkhas and recruited them in large numbers for their army. In turn, Nepal received military and economic support from the British, which helped it maintain its independence. The Shah rulers, particularly during the Rana era, understood the importance of diplomacy. They knew how to balance their relations with the British, ensuring that Nepal remained an ally, not a colony. They played a diplomatic chess game, maintaining Nepal's sovereignty while interacting with an imperial power. This delicate balance was not just the result of military might or geographic location. It was a product of the Shah dynasty's strategic thinking and diplomatic acumen. The rulers of Nepal navigated the complex geopolitical landscape of the time with great skill, keeping their nation independent amidst the winds of colonialism. Nepal's unique position amidst the British Raj era was a testament to the diplomatic acumen of its rulers. This chapter of Nepal's history showcases the strength, resilience, and strategic brilliance of the Shah Dynasty, a legacy that continues to shape Nepal's identity today. The Ranas, originally from the Shah Dynasty, ruled Nepal for over a century. This was a time of significant transformation. Indeed, the Rana regime, which spanned from the mid-19th to the mid-20th century, was marked by a series of profound shifts in Nepal's societal, economic, and political landscape. The Ranas, with their autocratic rule, introduced a hereditary system of governance, with the prime minister's position being passed down within the Rana family. This system, while not without its flaws, brought about a sense of stability, albeit an enforced one, in the political sphere. In terms of economy, the Ranas were known for their extravagant lifestyles, but they also played a crucial role in modernizing Nepal's economy. They embarked on ambitious infrastructure projects, building roads, bridges, and palaces, which not only showcased their wealth but also facilitated trade and communication within the country. The Ranas also had a profound influence on society. They introduced Western-style education, albeit limited to the elite class, paving the way for a new generation of educated Nepalese who would later play a crucial role in shaping Nepal's future. But it's worth noting that the majority of the population, especially those in rural areas, was still largely untouched by these changes. Despite their autocratic rule, the Ranas did make some attempts at reform. They introduced legal codes and administrative reforms in an attempt to modernize Nepal's governance. Yet their rule was also marked by social and economic inequality. And by the late 20th century, there was a growing demand for democratic reforms. The Rana rule, in essence, was a paradoxical period in Nepal's history. It was a time of stability and modernization, yet it was also a time of inequality and autocracy. It was a time when Nepal took steps towards joining the modern world. Yet it was also a time when many of the country's deep-seated social and economic issues were exacerbated. The Rana rule, despite its challenges, left an indelible mark on Nepal's history. It was a time of transformation that would shape the course of Nepal's future in ways that are still being felt today. Culture and politics saw tremendous changes under the Shah Dynasty. Let's delve into these fascinating developments. As the Shah Dynasty continued its rule, Nepal began to experience a wave of modernization. One of the most significant changes was the introduction of modern education. Prior to this, education in Nepal was primarily religious, conducted in monasteries and temples. However, under the Shah Dynasty, secular schools were established, introducing subjects like science, mathematics, and history. This shift sparked a new era of intellectual growth and literacy, transforming the societal fabric of Nepal. The dynasty also spearheaded the codification of laws, a move that was pivotal in shaping Nepal's legal landscape. The Muluki Ain, or the National Code, was introduced in 1854, replacing the traditional, fragmented legal system with a unified code of law. This was a monumental step towards establishing a just society, as it sought to provide equal protection to all citizens, regardless of their social status. But the influence of the Shah Dynasty was not confined to politics and education. It also manifested in a flourishing of Nepali art and literature. The rulers of the dynasty were known patrons of the arts, and their reign saw the rise of various forms of artistic expression. Literature particularly experienced a renaissance, with new genres and styles emerging. Nepali poetry and prose, enriched with themes of nationalism and social reform, gained prominence during this period. In the realm of art, the Shah Dynasty nurtured traditional Nepali painting, known as Pauba. The rulers commissioned many works, leading to the evolution of this unique art form. The dynasty's era also saw the growth of architecture, with many iconic temples and palaces built, adding to Nepal's cultural heritage. In essence, the Shah dynasty played a pivotal role in shaping Nepal's cultural and political landscape. Their reign was marked by a series of reforms and developments that propelled Nepal into the modern world while preserving its rich cultural heritage. The Shah dynasty, through its rule, set the stage for Nepal's cultural and political evolution. The Shah dynasty's rule came to an end but their influence on Nepal's history and culture is still felt today. As the final curtain fell on the Shah dynasty, it marked the end of an era, but certainly not the end of their enduring legacy. The Shahs, despite their fall, left an indelible mark on Nepal's socio-political landscape. Their reign introduced significant reforms that laid the foundation for the Nepal we know today. Take, for instance, the modernization efforts initiated during the reign of the Ranas under the Shah dynasty. These reforms brought about a remarkable transformation, propelling Nepal from a feudal society into the modern world. The Shahs also played a crucial role in shaping Nepal's national identity. Their reign saw the unification of various ethnic groups and cultures under a single banner, fostering a sense of national unity. This unification process, initiated by Prithvi Narayan Shah, the founder of the Shah dynasty, is still a source of pride and a key element of Nepal's national identity. Furthermore, the Shah's influence extended beyond the political realm and seeped into the cultural fabric of Nepal. They patronized arts, literature, and architecture, some of which still stand as testament to their rule. The beautiful palaces, temples, and monuments they commissioned continued to captivate visitors, serving as enduring reminders of the Shah era. Despite their fall, the Shah's influence on Nepal's political structure is undeniable. The democratic values they championed have been carried forward, shaping Nepal's current political framework. Their reign saw the birth of a constitutional monarchy, a system that, despite its challenges, helped pave the way for the democratic republic that Nepal is today. In a nutshell, the Shah dynasty's influence continues to resonate across various aspects of contemporary Nepal, from its political structure to its cultural ethos. The legacy they left behind has helped shape the trajectory of this unique Himalayan nation, playing a pivotal role in its journey towards modernization. The Shah dynasty, despite its fall, continues to echo in the annals of Nepal's history, shaping its present and influencing its future.